Alright everybody, so I am in a secret location. I'm going to make this real dramatic. So this is a beautiful, lovely, tranquil location in the countryside, and you boys know that I get all the best information, and this one is really good information. So a guy's rung me, somebody I know, somebody who watches my YouTube videos. So just remember, if you want a YouTube video doing it like this, something like this, bring a bit of light to stuff, give me a ring. I'm happy to come and do a YouTube video for you and let people know what's happening. I sound like a bloody TV man now, don't I? Anyway, right, so let me give you some context. This is a proper woodland area, okay? Look behind me. We're talking centre parks, middle of a thingy, middle of a woodland, fields all around me, and there is a little car park, okay, on this side. Let's top up to look like got all my chest meat hanging out. Right, so a lad rings me up. He's a kid we've done some work for before, and he's not in the waste industry, he's just a normal guy, yeah, just a normal guy. So he said, well, actually, he bought a recovery truck off one of my friends. Got my mic on as well. Look, it's real windy. I've had to put that little thing around the mic. Apparently, it stops the wind noise. See, I'm getting a bit more professional, right? So the man rings me. He says, "Billy, I am absolutely upset, real upset." I said, "Well, what's the matter?" He said, I've got a yard with a fella. He's in his 80s. And he has had a yard filled with rubbish. And I was quite surprised at this, because this kid's, you know, he's a wild boy, he's a real good kid. I've dealt with him a lot. He's not an idiot, he's not no sausage. And you know a lot of these people get yards filled with rubbish, they're a bit fucking dopey. You know, if you see a kid coming down who does rubbish jobs and he's asking to rent a yard to store fucking empty cardboard boxes, you know something's going wrong, because I certainly would not buy into that. Anyway, this kid's a clever lad, so kids come down. He said, "Oh, I want to store my caravan, some rubbish, some stuff, and all that lot." Anyway, let's get into the nitty gritty of it. You want to see the shit, you want to see the rubbish. But I'm getting better than the environment agency at finding these sites, aren't I? I'm getting really, really good at this. Right, so before we go into this site, I have been told to not, under any circumstances, tell anybody where this is, and I'll explain why. The man wants to deal with the rubbish himself, so he's said, "Look, I don't want anybody, you know, knowing where it is. I don't want it out like that." It's quite a bit away from me, but I was doing another job at the same time, which is also rubbish clearance. And he said, "Can you price it up?" Sorry, no, this one ain't a price up job. He wants me just to help him, because obviously he spent a fucking ton of money on his yard, and now it is got a lot of rubbish. And the reason why this is quite interesting, obviously I see these every single day, but that one the other day was a fucking massive yard. You know, it was exciting, it was big, it was £1 million job. This one's exciting because of where it is. It is literally in the countryside, right? So on the other side of that wall there is a river. As you'll see, my van is parked on top of the bridge. That is a little bridge. And one more thing before we go, if you've got a business you want me to sponsor, give me a shout. I want to help your business, yeah? And I'm gonna, like I said to you a couple of days ago, I'm gonna start doing more YouTube videos, so there'll be more content and you'll enjoy it. But like I say, this kid who I'm doing this job for, I'm not gonna name him, but he's a fucking top bloke. You meet him, he's pleasant, his family around him are pleasant, all nice people, right? I just want to say that. So for somebody to do something like this to somebody, it's even worse, isn't it? Some people are just knobheads and you think, "Do you know what, fuck them, whatever." Yeah, I understand, not everybody gets on, not everybody can be mates, but this kid with this yard, real nice kid, one step in front of the other, works for a living, he's not a skid mark on the pants of society. So he rents his yard out in the middle of the countryside, and this is what happens. So I've got a little bit of backstory to this job. The guy was using the yard, I think he was using it with his partner. I think along the lines of something like they were staying here, used it for some storage, and then a skip company turned up and started tipping this. I've actually spoke to the person who was here when it happened, and they've he wasn't here at the time, but this other person was who's here now but don't want to be on camera, and they have filled it with, this is brick at the front, but if we work our way around, honestly, absolutely take the piss. Look at this. This is literally proper forest. So this person's come in, and then we've got, guess what we've got? So skip company's come in, tip some rubbish, and guess what we've got? Can you believe it? We have got the dreaded trommel fans. People love trommel fans, and I'm going to go back to what I was saying, right, about them taxis and everything else. Why do you think a skip company's driven loads of miles out here? It's not that far off the main road, but say 5 miles off the main road, and tipped a load of shit like this. Do you want me to give you an idea? Because they keep putting the fucking tax up, keep making it more expensive, keep making it harder. Not that it matters, because we all do it properly. But if somebody said to you, right, somebody says, you can tip trommel fans, and it'll be £30 a tonne, or £40 a tonne, or £10, whatever, or you can bring a, what's here, 1,000 tonne, 500 tonne, probably 500 tonne here, maybe not even that. You bring 500 tonne, you can tip it, and it will cost you 100 quid a load. No questions, no paperwork, and no questions, which is the main thing. Well, nobody will ever find out where this has come from, I wouldn't have thought, because it's got now, well, to be fair, if you go through it, I'm sure you'll find some addresses on the bags, but they won't be found out from me. And my friend whose yard this is, like I say, is a business colleague. We've done business before. He's not interested in causing anybody any trouble, just don't want the hassle, and he said, basically, can I come down and give him an idea of exactly how to proceed, because not everybody's got 40 grand to clear a yard, or 30 grand. You know, and this man just wants to do it himself, get his yard back to how it was, you know, and I feel sorry for him. Again, fucking spoilt his weekend. Real good kid as well. Makes it even worse, pisses me off even more. But, you know, we have to pay for our rubbish to get rid of. Any of you boys in the skip industry, you will be paying to get rid of your shit every day. And then you have some absolute numpty, I don't know who the skip company is who's tipped this, but even if I did, I won't be telling nobody. Simple as that. The kid who's down here, he thinks he knows what it is, but I just said, look, I'm not bothered, don't bother telling me, it doesn't matter. Just here to make a bit of video, bit of awareness. Like I said to you, I'm getting good at finding these things, aren't I? Don't get wrong, people ring me and, you know, and I do say to them, full disclosure that, you know, can I do a video of it? Because it makes good content, doesn't it? Especially when it's like that. You know what I mean? Look at that. And then you've got trommel fans. But let's go and have a look at the rest of the site. Maisie! The guy has got a dog, so she'll probably come over. Right, so we'll have a look at the rest of the shit. You know, like I say, I am no intelligent man. Maisie! Hey, kid. This is the guy's dog. Apparently, loves it on here, coming here and running around the rubbish. Right, kid? Oh, yeah. Looks like a husky cross with something. But anyway, right, so, well, you'll be able to get some addresses out of there, bin bags. So basically, apparently the trucks was reversing their tip that and built that up, and then this stuff is straight out of skip, so they haven't even bothered sorting, and it just comes straight off a skip off a job. There's, I don't know what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 skips maybe being tipped here, probably in there, because it goes quite high and it's mounted, I don't know, God knows what. Oh, you're back? Is he coming back? Brilliant at it, right? So what I have spoke to the guy and said to him the best thing for him to do would be get down here, scrap skip, to get the metal out so you can obviously reclaim a little bit. There's not enough PVC for it to be worth getting a skip, but we'll you know, that's what I'm going to tell him to do. You can give me your own opinion, because you'll probably know as well as Matt. There's a lot more rubbish, but get this wood skip, get the wood out. Obviously this can go as general waste, keep the weight out of it, keep it down, keep it nice and light. Few things of concern, but I'm getting good at this. I must just go carefully that I don't show the people whose places, but look at that. Right, Maisie. Yeah, this dog's my new friend. So yeah, typical job, full of tyres and crap and junk as always. Every time you go to a job where somebody's left loads of shit, there's always a million tyres. Are you alright, kid? And then we go over to, I think, where there was, I don't know if this stuff, if they've classed it as rubbish or whatnot, but this is more and more shit all the way up to the end of there. Look, what a shame. What a shame. Everywhere you look. But like I said to you, I'll give my mate some advice. Give this lad down here some advice of how to separate it. Get a skip down for his brick, one for his wood, one for his rubbish. You know, and the knobhead who's filled this up, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself, especially in this. I mean, I understand people fill industrial units up and that don't pose much risk. But this one's something different, especially if you've got a fire in here, because it'll burn the fucking full place down. Like I say, I'm not an intelligent guy, but somebody's certainly earned a lot of money off some local skip company to here, taking all that shredded, well, I always say shredded, trommel farms, and then filling up a wood with it. What a knob. But yeah. And then, you know, us boys, we're getting all these people ringing us up saying, I think you've put down the wrong code on your, you put the wrong code on your transfer note. I'm gonna have to give you some points. Or you've tipped a skip outside your tipping shed and it's not pushed in the shed, so we're gonna give you some points. I wonder how many points this guy will get. None point. No points. Yeah. Difficult to find the perpetrators, and that's the thing, it's hard to find the people who've done this shit, where us boys and girls with permits. It's not easy, it's not hard to find us, is it? Because our name's on the gate and our address is on the gate. I think with these people here who do shit like this, I think the environment agency should come down. I think they should get jail sentences. I do. I think it should be a mandatory jail sentence, because if they did that, I'll tell you what would happen. If they give somebody a mandatory prison sentence, I guarantee you fly tipping would stop tomorrow. What about that? So if somebody come in here, tipping rubbish, let's say they put a cap on it of 1 tonne, so if anybody comes in a place, tips more than 1 tonne, you are off to prison. That's it. All those people with permits would have half a chance. You know, and the environment issue, they do the best they can. They're not the police, I can tell everybody, they're not the police, unless somebody reports this and figure they can't just guess that it's here. But if, you know, if there was, and it's like the old thing, innit, with shoplifting, no point ringing the police, now it happens, it's the same as this. Ring the environment issue, what'll happen, give the kid's name and details, he'll say he didn't do it, you'll say he did do it, and that's it. And if he did get caught, what would he get? 500 quid fine for tipping 40 grand's worth of waste. You know, this kid whose yard this is, he's going to have a fucking bad day paying for getting rid of all this. Even if he does sort into the different things, and let's say, for instance, it cost him nothing to get rid of it. You know, you might only have 2 tonne of waste and the rest is just all soil and stuff, and he goes through it. It's still going to take him a month to sort it. Spoils his fucking day, poor lad. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video in this top secret location. I will be telling nobody where it is, so don't ask. And hopefully the man who's done this will come down and sort this poor kid out and tidy it up. And I will see you all later, because somebody's waiting to talk to me. Are you waiting to talk to me? And she's quite tardy.